From Oakland, California, CBS Sports presents the National Football League as the Atlanta Falcons take on the Oakland Raiders. Hi, everyone, with former NFL MVP Rich Gannon, Kevin Harlan. Rich, give us a headline this afternoon.
Well, Kevin, through the draft and free agency, the Raiders have really built this roster into a playoff caliber team for Atlanta. We know they have the quarterback. The defense has to take the next step in order for this team to make it back to the postseason.
All right, the Falcons have been given the chance to receive as the Raiders won the toss. Today's game being broadcast in Spanish. We're available using the SAP button on your television. A week ago, Janikowski and the Raiders won in New Orleans on a two-point try late. Eric Weems is deep back, and this Falcon team lost at home to Tampa Bay. Raiders, Falcons, and away we go from the Bay Area to the 25 and a touchback with Weems in the catch. All right, the offensive coordinator, Kyle Shanahan of the Falcons, likes his quarterback, Matt Ryan.
Yeah, he's a terrific player, Kevin. We talked a little bit about it earlier. He can thread the ball into the tight coverage, congested window. If you're Oakland, you have to defend the entire field.
(31-24) the final last week. Ryan in that contest, though, a couple of touchdown passes. He was sacked 3 times. He's got Freeman in the backfield. Here is a pass to Julio Jones. Spins his way with an Emerson tackle near the 34, and he picks up 9 on first down. They got Alex Mack as a free agent, a high-priced one from the Cleveland Browns. Jake Matthews, the left tackle, has his hands full this afternoon. Jones just caught one, had 136 catches a year ago. 2nd down and 1. It's Freeman with a broken tackle and a block by the tight end, Tammy, and he gets the first down, digging his way to the 42. He picks up 8 on the play. Nelson makes the stop. Let's take a look at the Raider D. A rookie starts on one defensive end, and on the other side, the All-Pro Khalil Mack, 15 sacks a year ago. They signed Bruce Irvin as a free agent from Seattle. And Sean Smith was burned last week. Oh, there's a big-time rush, and down he goes. Stacy McGee up the middle. He brings down Ryan on 1st and 10, a loss of 7 back to the 36.
Yeah, good look at McGee. He's just going to come up the middle. It's a nice job pushing the guard right into the lap of quarterback Matt Ryan. Ryan has nowhere to go with the football.
Raiders go with 5 in the secondary. Freeman remains in the backfield for Ryan, 2nd and 17. And he's got his tight end, Tammy, who's having a terrific camp into the start of the regular season. He's up to the 49. It was Nelson along with McGill on the stop, a gain of 15. It'll be 3rd and 2. Good catch, good throw.
Now you look at the linebacker and the defense, the end man on the line of scrimmage, both decide to cover the inside man, and they turn Jacob Tammy loose in coverage. The middle linebacker, Smith, in that situation, he has to come off and cover the tight end.
He told us yesterday Tammy is having and playing the best football of his career. 3rd and 3. Sanu is on the move. Freeman remains. Looked like the rookie was offside, short to Mohamed Sanu. It looks like Ward may have jumped, and a flag is on the near side with our referee today, Clete Blakeman, who officiated Super Bowl 50 here in the Bay Area.
Offside. Defense. Player was in the neutral zone to snap. 5-yard penalty. First down, Atlanta.
Well, penalties once again were a problem last week for the Raiders. 14 of them, which led the league in week 1 for 141 yards. We talked to Jack Del Rio on Friday. He said that they've been addressed. This is a disciplined football team, and he expects that they'll get it cleaned up.
Freeman is in there, base secondary for the Raiders. With 4 back there. 1st and 10. Freeman. DeMarco with a block. And he's down to the 38-yard line with a Knocked down there by McGee. It is a gain of 8 on the play. They take him to the 38 of the Raiders.
Well, let's take a look at the scouting report. You look at Atlanta offensively, the passing game without question is a strength. Ryan to Julio Jones. The weakness, the running game, virtually non-existent last week. For them to be at their best, they have to crank up the running game. Oakland's got a terrific pass rush. Their run defense, an area last year, they were way too inconsistent. They've got to get that straightened out.
With the second down and 3, DeMarco a block. Good cut inside by Freeman. He takes it down near the 36. He looks like he's got the first down on a gain of 3. With a hit there by Sean Smith.
And Kevin, really for Atlanta to be at their best offensively, they have to get this running game. This running game has to come to life. Didn't get enough chances last week in the home loss to Tampa. But these two backs, Coleman and Freeman, need touches against the Raiders.
Tevin Coleman is in now. 1st and 10. This is Coleman. He takes it down to the 30-yard line. Boy, they are running well right here. Ellis got a hand on him inside among a couple for the Raiders on a gain of 6 to the Raider 30.
Kevin, you mentioned Alex Mack earlier. He's a proven center. He's really just what the doctor ordered for this offensive line. He's going to make Matt Ryan more comfortable in the pocket. Will stabilize the interior of that offensive line.
Looks like Schrader, the right tackle, move with the flag thrown.
False start. Offense, number 73. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
They had a couple false starts last week. They had one on their opening drive. Their young tight end jumped off sides.
They were using some no-huddle there, Rich, and that's been the conversation in Atlanta about this Falcon offense.
I think a lot of people feel that Matt Ryan's at his best when they're running the no-huddle offense.
Coleman remains, 2nd down and 9, opening drive of the game. With a couple tight ends. Play action. They have been deflected. It's incomplete, going across the middle to the second-year receiver, Justin Hardy. 3rd and 9 coming up for Atlanta.
This is just a poor set by the left tackle. Matthews working on Mack. This is going to be a great matchup to watch. He cannot step inside. He's going to get beat right around the edge with speed. Matt Ryan needs more time in the pocket.
Gabriel is a 3rd receiver. 5 in the secondary for the Raiders. 3rd and 9. 9th play of the drive. Coleman is back there with Ryan. Good time. And through the fingertips of a heavily covered Tammy.
Very nice coverage there by Malcolm Smith on Tammy. 3rd down was a problem last week for the Falcons, just 3 of 13.
Atlanta has decided to punt the ball. I guess off the dirt that might be a factor, huh? If they were trying for the field goal.
It does. It's a problem, Kevin. The only team in football that still has to deal with a baseball infield. It's amazing.
TJ Carey is back for veteran Matt Bosher. The breeze is negligible here in the Bay Area. Carey winding up for a fair catch. He makes it at the 6. And it was a 29-yard, well-placed punt by Matt Bosher. We're going to get our first look at the Raiders offense when we come back. And the bright young star in the Bay Area, Derek Carr.
You're taking an enormous risk speaking with us, so thank you.
Of course.
What was the key to toppling this notorious crime ring?
By keeping my identity a secret, I was able to witness the atrocities firsthand. I've been undercover for 5 years. Anonymity is critical to my survival.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
Lights are on, revs are coming up.
This is the ultra-responsive Acura TLX with precision all-wheel steer. And this is how we make it.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
It's Peyton. It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
E-Man,
What up, Pete?
You know I have DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket. I get every game, every Sunday, all in HD.
Yeah, I know that.
So you want to come over? I'll make nachos.
I can't right now, man. I'm playing.
Oh, yeah. All right. Pencil you in for Tuesday.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket included at no extra charge. Only on DirecTV. Starting CBS next week. So it begins. Sunday has never looked this cool.
You better believe it.
Because NCIS Los Angeles is on the move.
Very good.
With a premiere event.
Whatever we do, we gotta do it now.
NCIS LA, the premiere event, next Sunday after 60 Minutes.
After the punt by Atlanta, 1st and 10 for Oakland at their 6-yard line. Latavius Murray in the backfield. Carr in 1st and 10. The tight end, Smith. He's hit by the rookie linebacker, Jones, who's out of LSU, gain of 6. Here is Derek Carr, and you really like his play.
Yeah, clearly he's established himself as the franchise quarterback, and I think his numbers over the first 2 years certainly bear that out. He was a Pro Bowler last year. He's a classic drop-back passer. He has a quick release, not a lot of wasted motion with Derek Carr.
Raiders come out with 2 tight ends, 2nd down and 3.
Now, Murray, what's up?
Murray, nice sidestepping, breaks a Jones tackle. Then the secondary looked like it was hit that time by Ricardo Allen. Brought down there. Allen led him in tackles last week. Picks up 9. That's a first down up to the Raider 22. Osemele was the highest rated guard on any team in the entire NFL last week via Pro Football Focus. The high-priced free agent coming from Baltimore. And a lot of weapons. Crabtree on one side and Amari Cooper, who was a Pro Bowler as a rookie, over 1,000 receiving yards, and there he is out of Alabama. It is 1st and 10.
Now,
Richard is in the backfield. He busted one for 75 last week, and he was hit there and brought down by Robert Alford on a gain of 4. He's up to the 26-yard line of Oakland. So here's Adrian Claiborne. He has taken the place of the injured Brooks Reed. Hurt his shoulder. Knocked out twice last week. Out today. Familiar names on that defensive line. Vic Beasley Jr. is a 2nd year. High-priced player, and they need more out of him. Didn't have a tackle last week. Desmond Trufant is their Pro Bowl cornerback. One of the best in the business. Best on this team. 2nd down and 6. Richard remains. 2nd time they've gone to the tight end. And that is Smith with the catch, and Weatherspoon will bring him down as they are without some of their top players from last week, and a player that was injured and out is Devondre Campbell, the rookie for Minnesota. So Weatherspoon taking his place. It's now 3rd and 5 for Carr. Nickel secondary. Good block by Murray, the running back. And again, they go into this Walford. It's the 3rd pass to a tight end. Down he goes to the 29. Nice pursuit on the play by Ishmael. It's a gain of 2 on 3rd and 5. Here comes the punting unit for the Oakland Raiders.
Just took too long to get it to his tight end, Walford. He was open early, and the time he got it to him, the Falcons had plenty of time to respond.
Marquette King set a Raider record for punts inside the 20 last season. Eric Weems is deep back for the Atlanta Falcons. He handled all the kickoff and punt return duties a week ago. Does the same here in the Bay Area today. King, whoa! Back to the 7. A hang of 4-3 sends up a rocket, and then he's drilled by the long snapper Kondo. Also getting hit from Trowett and hit by Darren Bates. 3 of them all down there on a 64-yard Marquette King punt and a 12-yard return. A flag has been thrown downfield.
Kick, holding, return team number 53. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. 1st down, Atlanta.
Leroy Reynolds was guilty for the Atlanta Falcons. Each team has had it. Each team has punted. 7:16 in the 1st.
This is the new 2017 Acura MDX. And this is how we make it.
Oh. Wings?
Hot wings, cooked fresh in our deli. $5.98 per pound. Save money, live better. Walmart.
I see gold in the air, in the promise in the strings. I see love in our hearts, the futures in our dreams. I had a dream, you were a laser light, burning down the.
When the sun goes down, the limes go in.
At Pizza Hut, our original pan dough rises fresh every day, making it crispy on the outside, soft and chewy on the inside. And now you can get our original pan as part of the $6.99 any deal. That's 2 medium pizzas with any toppings, any crust, any specialty for just $6.99 each. Only at Pizza Hut.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. The new 2017 Acura MDX, precision-crafted performance. And by Pizza Hut.
With a punt moments ago by the Oakland Raiders, and before that, the Falcons. Second possession for Atlanta. Coleman in the backfield, 1st and 10 from the 4. Ryan. And looking low, and Gabriel tried to dig it out, and the coverage on the play by David Emerson. 2nd down and 10. Gabriel, a former Cleveland Brown, with NFL Game Pass. Replay every game this season, including playoffs and Super Bowl. Start a free trial today at NFL.com/Game Pass.
Let's talk a little strategy, Kevin. The importance of running the football at both those backs is going to be critical. Keep themselves in normal down distance. Both tackles, Matthews and Schrader, have to play well against 2 really good rushers in Mack and Irvin. And finally, you got to go after Sean Smith. He got torched last week against the Saints.
It's Coleman on 2nd down and 10 into the nickel. And a hit by Khalil Mack and also by Ben Heaney out of Kansas.
I think it's really important for Matt Ryan to go after Sean Smith early. Hit him with a double move. You have to find out where he's at with his confidence, as the veteran was benched in their Week 1 win down in New Orleans. He had a great week of preparation. The focus was there. He had a couple interceptions in practice, but last week he really struggled.
Gabriel is in as a receiver. 3rd down and 10. Coleman is in. Into the nickel. Ryan, Gabriel, and he's close to the 1st down. Hit on the play by a bunch, including Hayden and Emerson. It's a gain of 11 on 3rd and 10, and Atlanta 1st down to the 15.
And Gabriel was a player that head coach Dan Quinn pointed out last night. He said he's going to have a very active role in this one. They really like the group that they have at wide receiver. Julio Jones, Mohamed Sanu, and they're real high on Gabriel as well.
Hayden is the 5th defensive back. A look at Julio Jones, over 1,800 receiving yards a season ago. It's 1st and 10. Coleman. And they moved the pile there. They couldn't do it last week against the Buccaneers. Up to the 21-yard line. Gain of 6 with the hit and tackle made by Sean Smith.
It takes a real commitment from Kyle Shanahan, the offensive coordinator, to really stick with the running game. We talked about the 2 talented backs. They both bring a little something different to the mix. You look at Devontae Freeman, not the biggest back, but he can run with some power. And of course, Tevin Coleman can score from anywhere on the field.
Fullback DeMarco wins, 2nd down 4. Lead blocker here for Coleman. And stuffed on the play. Looked like the rookie Ward along with Danico Autry. Hold him for no gain on the play. They stay at the 20-yard line.
In this day and age, in terms of the running game, Kevin, you really have to have 2 backs that can really give you some production and consistency. And the thing that I like about both Freeman and Coleman is how good they are in the passing game. Very active, very good in personal protection, but they're tremendous getting out in the routes.
Freeman is in right now. Devontae playing with a quad injury. He had his first full practice on Thursday. 3rd down and 4 right here, nickel for the Raider D. Ryan being chased by Heaney. And high and incomplete for his receiver, Justin Hardy. With coverage on the play by Emerson. And here comes the punting unit once again on the field for the Atlanta Falcons.
Well, really nice job with the rush. It's going to make Matt Ryan kind of flush, get to his left. But look at the coverage on the back end. I mean, there is nowhere to throw this ball. Good coordinated rush and coverage gets it done for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Matt Bosher will have his second punt this afternoon here in the Bay Area. Deep back is the rookie free agent, Richard, out of Texas Tech. Will field it to the 37-yard line. Great special teams downfield and in a hurry for the Atlanta Falcons. A 43-yard punt. A good tackle by C.J. Goodwin. We step aside in Oakland.
I live in a nameless town. No need to wander around. I live in a nameless town. Blackout. Midnight where we used to dance. Underneath the earthly halogen lamps. All I went away so fast. Blackout. We'll wait for the year when the time comes.
Call you back. Is this my car?
State Farm knows that for every one of those moments,
This is ridiculous!
there's one of these.
Is this my car? What? This is ridiculous.
This can't be happening!
This can't be happening.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Oh, it's happening, sweetheart.
Shut up.
Shut up!
That's why State Farm is there.
What a day.
With car insurance for when things go wrong.
What a day!
But also here with car loans to help life go right. State Farm.
Big move to Monday. Big wedding.
Why do people cry at weddings?
They're practicing for what's coming later.
The big season premiere of The Big Bang Theory. CBS tomorrow at 8, 7 Central.
Thursday, your weekend starts here when the Houston Texans tangle with the New England Patriots. Thursday night football on CBS and NFL Network. Well, the hell, the quarterback Jimmy Garoppolo is now the focus of this one. He was knocked out today in a New England win against Miami. And a rookie and a 3rd-round pick, Jacoby Brissett, looks like he is going to be taken over, at least for the week. 1st and 10, 36. They go to Amari Cooper, who got a block from Crabtree, then works his way up the sideline and is hit by the linebacker Deion Jones. On a catch and run of 5, he's up to the Raider 40.
A couple different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmaker. You get the 2 receivers out in front. Your job is to block, and you look at Amari Cooper. Very good speed in the open field.
I like the way these receivers block for Oakland.
You have to do that. You know, you think about these receivers, even in terms of the running game, Kevin, you have to be an unselfish player, and you have to be willing to roll up your sleeves and get dirty a little bit in the running game.
Andre Washington is in, a rookie. There's a pass for Cooper, and the coverage by the terrific Desmond Trufant. Incomplete. 3rd and 5 coming up.
Let's take a look at the Raiders and the Falcons as they match up the scouting reports. Clearly the strength of this Oakland offense is the quarterback play, a talented young player in Derek Carr. The tight end position has been a struggle for the Raiders, certainly over the last decade. It needs someone to emerge in that group. Finally, Atlanta's got great team speed defensively. I think it's going to allow them to play more man-to-man. The pass rush, though, continues to be a problem for the Falcons.
With a flag thrown here and a hard count by Carr. Shelby may have been moving on that line. Let's see.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense number 90. It's a 5-yard penalty, and yardage is enough for a 1st down.
That's a big penalty.
Pre-snap penalties, they drive you crazy as a head coach. I was talking about the lack of a pass rush, which has been an issue for a while with this defense. Last year they finished dead last in the league with 19 sacks. Last week they were again shut out despite Jameis Winston throwing it 33 times. If you can't get to Derek Carr on this one, It'll make for a long day for this Falcons defense.
Last week, this Atlanta D had 3 third-down penalties and kept Tampa Bay drives alive. And here, the Raiders experiencing the same thing from the 46, 1st and 10. The Texas Tech rookie, Washington. Look at him dance his way out to about the 49 on a gain, we'll say, of about 2. Shelby, among others, making the stop for Atlanta.
Kevin, you mentioned mindless penalties. Last week, as you said, they kept 3 scoring drives alive that led to 17 points in their 31-21 loss to the Bucs. And you got to find a way to get off the field. It's those missed assignments and the mental errors that really hurt you as a defense.
Coming over.
Seth Roberts is the receiver. Richard out of Southern Miss. He's a rookie free agent. He is back there with the second and 8 coming up for Derek Carr. Richard. And then the gang tackle near midfield. Not a lot of breathing space. Ishmael among a couple with the initial hit on a gain of 2.
Well, you look at Bill Musgrave, the offensive coordinator. He's not afraid to use any of these backs. You know what they have in Latavius Murray. They're excited about Jalen Richard, who scored on his first touch last week.
They have a new right tackle today, too, does this Oakland offense. It is Austin Howard because they lost their starter Watson and his backup McCants. 3rd down and 6. Murray is in. Carr on the move, looks into the nickel, and almost picked off by Trufant. Trufant had a pick last week, the 7th of his career. And that does not look good. He'll hobble off, but a nice defensive play. It's 4th down, and here comes the punting unit for the Oakland Raiders.
Well, Trufant, he's developed into one of the top cornerbacks in the NFC. Had an interception last week. Almost has another one here, and then he hurts his knee celebrating. Just comes down awkwardly. You can see him on that left knee.
Well, Lamar Houston did that for the Chicago Bears.
ACL.
Yes. Wow. I think one of the Grammatica brothers did that too.
Was it Martin? After a
Tampa Bay
after a field goal.
And you never did that, I'm assuming.
I never celebrated. That was boring.
Marquette King with another punt. High and hanging, and Weems looks into the Bay Area sun. And it's inside the 10. And down on the play nicely by Corey James. 41-yard, well-placed punt.
Crowds in Midtown today mean only one thing.
Everyone is ready for the next-gen iPhone. And so is Verizon, with the only next-gen network that lets you make the most of it. LTE Advanced delivers 50% faster peak speeds to over 450 cities coast to coast. The next-gen iPhone deserves the next-gen network. And right now, get our best offer ever, an iPhone 7 on us.
Now here's one I've been doing a lot lately. This is called the Weeping Cobra. Feel the earth? Good. And then there's venom in your eyes. Oh.
I need a better yoga class.
Something a little more balanced?
That'd be great.
Less tormented?
Please.
Well, I'm not super into yoga, but yeah, we know just the place.
Oh, God, I miss you so much.
No matter what you need or when you need it, check Yelp first.
Distractions happen, so there's Acura Watch, standard in the new 2017 Acura MDX.
Don't miss the NCIS season premiere, CBS Tuesday.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by State Farm. Talk to an agent today at 800-STATE-FARM. And by Verizon. Welcome to Verizon LTE Advanced, the next-gen network.
Pretty shot of the Bay Bridge, looking over at San Francisco. A lot of great camera people working, including Atlanta-based Nate Spearman here with us on our CBS crew today. Second consecutive start for the Falcons inside the 10. 1st and 10. Freeman into the secondary. And he's brought down by Keith McGill. Gain of 11 on the play, and just
Nice job. You're going to see the tight end come back across. He's going to kick out. Look at this hole that opens up here in the middle for Devontae Freeman. I mean, that is a monster hole for the back.
1st and 10. Freeman again. Then into the secondary, and he was hit initially by Nelson, finished off by Emerson on a gain of 6 on the play. In just 2 days, NCIS's Michael Weatherly returns to CBS in the new Legal Drama Bowl. It premieres Tuesday after NCIS, only CBS, 2nd down and 4. Fake to Freeman, and it goes to the tight end, Tammy. Had 6 catches last week and getting a block from Sanu, and he is forced out of bounds by Reggie Nelson. He's up to the 41, catch and run, a 16, a 1st down for Atlanta.
And the better they run the football, the more the play action game, especially the boots and nakeds off of the run action, will really help this Atlanta offense.
You always say a running game's a quarterback's best friend.
That's what they want to do. They want to run the stretch play and the boots and nakeds off it.
Coleman in, 1st and 10. Finally, Malcolm Smith, the former Super Bowl MVP with Seattle, makes the stop. Nelson finishes him off, gain of 6, and up to the 47-yard line of the Falcons.
And as you look at where the ball is placed on that hash mark around the middle of the field, it really changes how you call a game. You look at this infield with all the dirt, it's tough. It affects the running game. It affects what the receivers can do in terms of planting their foot, cutting.
They go outside, and it's caught by Austin Hooper on that 2nd down and 4. McGill with the coverage, and he's down at the 47-yard line of the Raiders. It is a gain of 6 and a catch and run by Hooper with his 2nd catch of the year, the San Mateo native. Jack Del Rio has his Raiders at 1-0 at the end of 1, tied 0-0.
This is our point of view. If there's a bar, raise it. Recognized by U.S. News and World Report as the best upscale midsize car for the money. This is the Acura TLX, and this is how we make it.
Visit your local Acura dealer for attractive offers on the TLX.
It's here. The amazing new iPhone everyone's excited about. And T-Mobile is the best place to get it. Your iPhone deserves a network built for unlimited data for everyone. So you can use your new iPhone 7 to stream, watch, and play as much as you want. All on America's fastest 4G LTE network. Now, when you go unlimited with T-Mobile One, you get iPhone 7 on us. Only at T-Mobile.
Survivor Wednesday. When Mother Nature strikes, she never loses.
For the first time in 33 seasons, we are going to evacuate.
You are watching the NFL on CBS.
Through 15 minutes of football, these are some of the numbers. See a difference in the time of possession on this drive for Atlanta as we go into the 2nd quarter. An 11-yard run by Freeman, a 16-yard catch and run by Tammy. And into Raider territory, the Atlanta Falcons losing last week, coming in at 0-1 with a very difficult schedule ahead. New Orleans, Carolina, Denver, Seattle. Puts a lot of importance on this. An early season important game for the Falcons. With Freeman in the backfield, 1st and 10 for Ryan. Will block on the fake, and they go to the side, and it's caught. Aldrick Robinson makes the grab. Emerson makes the hit. 19-yard pickup, and they're down to the Raider 27.
If you want to know why Julio Jones has been quiet in the 1st quarter, the Raiders are pretty much doubling him on every snap, and it's forcing Matt Ryan to look other places. Like to Aldrick Robinson, does a nice job running the comeback route on the corner.
Good fake by Ryan. It's the backpedaling Toilolo, who takes it head over heels down near the 10. 16-yard catch. Reggie Nelson knocked him, and a gain to the 11 with a 1st down for Atlanta from the 11 of the Oakland Raiders. What a drive. Freeman gaining 11. Tammy a gain of 16. Robinson 19. Right there, Toilolo with a Freeman handoff on 1st and 10, and he takes it for a gain of 3, and he's down near the Raider 8, and hit on the play by Malcolm Smith.
We've seen a couple boots and nakeds with Matt Ryan, and that really helps the offensive line and the protection units to move, the launch point. It's going to be key for this offensive line to really play well. Even the interior of the offensive line, they need to set a firm pocket so Matt Ryan can step up inside and avoid those edge rushers with Mack and Irvin.
DeMarco is in, 2nd down 7, 4 in the Raiders secondary. 9th play of the Atlanta drive. Boy, they're confused.
Can't get lined up.
Ryan, Freeman to the 5. And there was an Emerson hit on the play with a gain of 3. Mack also getting a hand around him. Matt Ryan in his 9th year as the quarterback of the Falcons.
Yeah, when the game's on the line, I think he's probably at his best. Strong arm. Saw a bunch of throws even last week off the back pedal. He's able to back pedal and still get good velocity on the deep ball. To sit in there when the pocket breaks down with a tough chin.
Already the 3rd receiver, 3rd down and 4. This drive began back at the Atlanta 9 into the nickel. Ryan, Sanu, hit by Smith, gets as far as the 4, maybe the 3, on a gain of 1. And they'll go for 3.
That ball was tipped. You're going to watch Smith right at the end man on the line of scrimmage. He just jumps just
right.
enough to tip that ball, making it difficult for Mohamed Sanu.
Here comes the veteran Matt Bryant, 3-3 last week against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's a 21-yard try. His numbers from last year. And Atlanta is on the board first on a 21-yard field goal by Matt Bryant. Nice throwing on the play by Ryan for Coach Dan Quinn. 3-zip Falcons.
Maui, shapeshifter, demigod of the wind and sea, let's save the world.
I'm not going on a mission with some kid. Did not see that coming.
It's Maui time!
The ocean chose me for a reason.
I could watch that all day.
Come on!
Disney's Moana this Thanksgiving, rated PG.
I love getting more for less. That's why this control enthusiast rents from National, where I can skip the counter and choose any car in the aisle. On average, 4 out of every 5 rentals at National is a free upgrade. Getting a full size and paying for a mid-size, as the boys from Loverboy so eloquently noted. I'm loving every minute of it. Go National. Go like a pro.
NFL season is here, and so is McDonald's newest McPick 2 lineup. Choose between a quarter pounder with cheese, our newest pick, triple cheeseburger, the 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or the filet of fish. Mix and match or pair up your faves for just $5. Enjoy the choice.
Your can's thinking playoffs. Your can's thinking division.
Nobody catches ball.
Your can's thinking Houston.
Don't jinx it.
Your can is Houston.
Tomorrow, Kevin James is back on CBS.
I got you a little retirement gift. It's a gyro bowl.
The bowl that won't spill. Let's test this baby out. Give me a scenario where I might spill it.
You're on a fishing boat, having a snack.
Look at that.
And then a huge wave smashes into you.
Oh, nothing! Nothing!
Kevin Can Wait premieres CBS tomorrow.
Well, red zone issues continue to plague the Atlanta Falcons. They had 1 red zone touchdown in 4 trips last week. They're in the red zone early in this one, but they only come up with 3.
Yeah, you just got to finish drives when you're in that part of the field. But Matt Ryan, 5 for 5 on that last drive to 5 different receivers. Doing a nice job spreading the ball around.
Bosher will kick off after that 11-play, 88-yard Atlanta drive. This is Taiwan Jones, who had a concussion earlier in the week, and Taiwan Jones with a flag thrown and a Weems tackle at about the 29-yard line, and a return of 32 yards for Taiwan Jones. Goodwin.
During the return, illegal block in the back, return team number 88. Penalties half the distance to the goal line. First down, Oakland.
Raiders did have 3 special teams penalties a week ago. Another look at Derek Carr when we come back, 11:50 in the first half.
further. Go faster. Go one better. The Jaguar F-Type. For great offers, visit your local Jaguar retailer today.
Taco Bell's $5 box can transport you to the future of gaming. Grab the new Cheddar Habanero Quesarito box with a Doritos Locos Taco, Crunchy Taco, and medium drink, and you can win PlayStation VR.
Police are calling it one of the largest heists ever.
More money.
Mexico is real nice.
More problems.
It's time to cut David from the team. Who do y'all want me to kill? Not in front of. Is it one of them? No.
Masterminds. Rated PG-13.
Everything I need is right in front of me.
CBS Friday. One hero relies on nothing but imagination.
You know how you hack computers? Well, I hack everything else.
MacGyver premieres Friday, 8/7 Central.
Get the CBS Sports app for inside access to your favorite team. From the front office to the front row, you'll get instant coverage of every moment from every angle. Download the CBS Sports app today. So the Raiders have had it twice, 5 plays punt and 5 plays punt. We just saw a 21-yard field goal by Atlanta, but they were in the red zone, came up empty in terms of touchdowns. They lead it. Second consecutive start. Inside the 10 for the Raiders.
What's that?
Murray in the backfield with a couple tight ends on 1st and 10 from Carr, and there's Crabtree. With a tackle made by Jones and close to a first down up at the 19-yard line.
You know, as I study the film on Michael Crabtree, the thing that I like, he doesn't wait on the ball. He attacks it. He's got good speed and quickness and instincts. Does a lot of his damage on the slant routes when he gets inside the corner. But he catches the ball away from his body.
Crabtree coming off a career year last year in terms of receptions at 85. 1st and 10.
What's that?
Good block by Penn, the left tackle. It's time for Carr. Derek Carr. Run out of bounds on the near side by Ishmael. And a gain of 5 on the play. The Jaguars, the Chargers. Let's go to New York and James.
Well, the Jacksonville turnover leads to this.
A 6-yard Travis Benjamin touchdown pass from Phillip Rivers. He's 7 of 8 in the day, 55 yards. 14-0 San Diego. Another fast start for the Chargers.
Kevin, your Monday night call was simply outstanding.
Thank you, JB. Appreciate that. We saw a 24-3 lead by San Diego early in that game at Kansas City last week.
They blew a 4th quarter lead and couldn't hold on.
Second down 5. Carr moving up nicely. Latavius Murray. And brought down by Weatherspoon. He was right there. Gain of 10. It's another Raider first down. They're up to their 34-yard line.
So you visit with Reggie McKenzie, the general manager of the Oakland Raiders. He believes that success starts up front. That's why they've invested heavily in this offensive line. You look at Carr, he's had plenty of time. Rodney Hudson was a big purchase in 2015 in free agency. Coliseum got a huge payday this offseason. They also re-signed Donald Penn. This is a very good offensive line. Kevin, I mentioned to you earlier in the week, it reminds me of the group that I played with back in 99 and 2000, 2001, a big physical group.
Richard is in on the 1st and 10 handoff, and there's just nothing there. Blocked up by a couple, including Shelby. We'll call it a gain of 1 on the play. The offensive line coach is Mike Tice. Last week, he was moving his players all over the place with 2 right tackles going down in New Orleans.
That says a lot when you have to make changes like that in game. It's amazing. They lose their starting tackle. He goes down, Menelik Watson. And then you mentioned Kevin, Matt McCants came in. He went down, and so they wound up moving Donald Penn over to the right tackle position. Coliseum moved out to the left tackle position, and they didn't give up a single sack despite Carr throwing it 38 times.
It's 2nd down and 9. Seth Roberts, he sheds the oncoming tackle of Allen and then is out of bounds with some coverage by Alford, and he is picking up about 3 on the play, and they'll put him at the Oakland Raider 38-yard line.
We were talking to Dan Quinn. Good look at Dan Quinn. He's still very much involved with this defense along with Richard Smith. But he said the key, you're talking about this big Raider offensive line. He said we have to get them moving. and they have to be able to use their speed and quickness to penetrate and be disruptive.
Undrafted rookie Richard still in the backfield and sent in motion 3rd and 6. As Carr looks into the nickel. Good time, and what a catch! Amari Cooper, a spectacular grab. 25-yard pickup. Allen was on the coverage on the play, put him at the Falcon 37.
You know, when I watched this the first time, it looked like he jumped too soon, and I believe he did. He just stayed up there, though. He found a way to kind of stay up there and just wait on it. What a fantastic catch by Amari Cooper.
Had 6 catches last week. 1st and 10, Carr going deep for Crabtree and intercepted. Walford with a flag and a push. Looks like pass interference perhaps in there.
He didn't have to.
Yeah, I know he didn't.
Crabtree did not play this ball well in the air. Robert Alford had great position, but at the end he decides to push him. He doesn't even have to do this. Pushes him to be able to create a little bit of separation to make the pick.
So instead of a turnover,
defense, number 23, the ball is placed at the 1-yard line. First down, Oakland.
So instead of a turnover in possession, now the Raiders have it 1st and goal.
Huge turn of events, and Tevin Crabtree's never going to make that catch. It was an overthrown ball. Alford just panicked and decided to push him at the end.
36-yard penalty. Murray is in. Olawale is the fullback, and there are 2 tight ends for Derek Carr. 1st and goal. Murray, touchdown. And the interference call on Alford, all important.
Well, the Raiders have now scored on 20 straight red zone possessions going back to last year. Look at the movement they get up front. Dan Quinn told us that when he studied the tape of Latavius Murray, he's a different runner inside the 10-yard line. He can be physical, he'll lower his head and shoulder, and he'll rock you back.
Said he ran angry. The King holds Sebastian Janikowski. 7-3 Oakland. Murray had a 6-yard touchdown run last week in New Orleans. Here he takes it in from a yard, and the Raiders have captured their first lead today. 7:51 in the first half.
Domino's has a $7.99 Monday through Thursday carryout deal. But if you carried out Friday through Sunday, you might have felt bamboozled. So we're extending the deal to every day and giving people who paid more a little payback. Like the Smith family, who got free pizza for a year. They love pizza. We gave Brad a date with the Noid. You're welcome. And we gave Rajesh a nightlight. Payback. Go to pizzapayback.com for a chance to get yours. And carry out large 3-topping pizzas for $7.99. Now, every day.
Viagra single packs. So guys with ED can take Viagra when they need it.
Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain or Adempas for pulmonary hypertension. Your blood pressure could drop to an unsafe level. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing.
Ask your doctor about Viagra single packs.
Cricket's got you covered like a blanket on a pig. Our plans cost little and our network is big. Like a great big gorilla in a pompadour wig. Great is great when big is big. You can text and like, swipe and stream. It's a great big network of your great big dreams. It's a obvious call. It's the great big network sending love to us all.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Domino's. Order online at Domino's.com. Cricket Wireless, something to smile about. And by Genesis, take a breath of fresh luxury.
Look at Alcatraz across the bay. Rich, you spent a lot of time over there. And not as a visitor.
Me and Al Capone
yeah?
shared a cell for a while. If you ever get the chance to come out, you gotta visit it. It's a fascinating place.
Second touchdown run of the season for Latavius Murray. Also has a pass of 25 yards to Cooper. A spectacular catch. 7-3 Raiders on top. That followed the 21-yard field goal by Atlanta. Subsequent kickoff here by Sebastian Janikowski on an 83-degree afternoon in Oakland. Over Weems and out of the end zone to the 25. Coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report, join JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, and Coach Bill Cowher for the latest news, scores, and highlights in the NFL. And a preview of Thursday Night Football on CBS and the NFL Network. That's all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Ryan, last drive, impressive. 8-12 so far in the game overall.
Yeah, they're still having a difficult time getting the ball to Julio Jones, just the one catch. Got to be able to move him around. You got to be able to get him off of press coverage, double coverage. Got to find a way to get him touches early.
Julio Jones has a left ankle injury out of last week. 1st and 10, they go inside. They find the tight end, and that's another catch for Jacob Tamme. Hit by Keith McGill. It's a catch and run of 13. The tight end has been used well up to the 38-yard line with the first down.
The ball distribution's been terrific. 7 different receivers have a catch. It's not enough for Julio Jones.
1st and 10. And Coleman in the backfield. When they go downfield, he undershoots Mohamed Sanu, the high-priced free agent from the Cincinnati Bengals. With Roddy White gone, it's Sanu now, and here's the pass distribution.
Yeah, real good, spreading around, tight ends getting involved. But look right here, that Julio Jones, just the one catch. And Kevin, I just know in playing with great receivers, Chris Carter and Tim Brown and Jerry Rice, if you didn't get them the ball early, they got grumpy. And, they want touches. They want to get a feel for the game. They know they can be such difference makers. And I just say that coverage is no excuse. You got to find a way to move them around, get some stack and bunch releases. See a lot of double coverage, though.
Coleman is in. Ryan will throw into the nickel, and he's got his receiver once again on the 2nd down and 10, Jacob Tamme. He's hit on the play by Reggie Nelson, who was a Pro Bowler a season ago, down to the Raider 43 and a first down, 19-yard pickup.
And you're seeing so much double coverage. So what he's doing is just to say, Matt Ryan, I'm just going to take what's there. You just keep doubling Julio Jones, and I'll keep throwing the ball to the tight ends.
Again, we don't know the extent of the ankle injury as Coleman was in. And the fake to him, and they go to Tamme with the coverage by Smith on that 1st and 10. It's incomplete. And not only is the ankle of Julio Jones a little bit messed up after last week, but also Mohamed Sanu's ankle is not 100%.
These are 2 big physical receivers, and if you're a quarterback like Matt Ryan, you love these guys. They have no fear working across the middle, and they can use their size as a huge advantage against smaller corners.
The explosive Coleman in the backfield, 2nd down and 10. And DeMarco is in as the fullback. Fake to Coleman. He looks at Sanu, throwing back to him, and the coverage on the play by Keith McGill. 3rd and 10 coming up.
And Matt Ryan's missed a couple throws, Kevin. Usually when they're that wide open, you can't miss behind. Missed a crossing route just a few plays earlier to Mohamed Sanu, and another one there.
Have they challenged Smith as much as you thought they might?
Well, in fairness, the Raiders have done a really nice job. He's getting help over the top in a lot of situations from Keith McGill. They're not putting him out there on an island against Julio Jones or Mohamed Sanu.
Coleman in. Robinson in motion, 3rd and 10. Into the nickel, Ryan, and it was a Robinson scoop and catch at the 32. He picks up 10 on 3rd and 10. Flag is down. Hayden was in there covering with Cleet Blakeman visiting with his crew here in Oakland. 1-0 Raiders, 0-1 Atlanta Falcons.
There is no foul on the play for holding. The yardage gained is enough for a first down.
Robinson's caught a couple today. Had one earlier for 19. That one for 10.
Matt Ryan having a lot of success attacking in the middle of the field, whether it's a receiver or a tight end, against these linebackers and safeties.
Monte Freeman is checked in with a 1st and 10 for the 3-time Pro Bowler Matt Ryan. 7th play of the drive. Freeman Nice block by Matthews into the secondary. Emerson gets him along with Smith. It's a run of maybe 10 on the play, and Big Wood delivered by Jake Matthews, the left tackle, number 70.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job with the tight end coming back across the formation and cleaning it up for the back. You're going to see the kick out block by Jacob Tamme. That's huge. Calhoun can't get off that block to make the tackle in the hole.
Oscar!
Second down and 1. Freeman remains. It is Devontae Freeman. Again, we told you he got a thigh issue and missed a little bit of practice time, hit by a bunch, including Smith, and Calhoun was in there. Gain of 2 on the play. Should be enough for a first down to the 22-yard line of the Oakland Raiders.
Not the biggest back at 5'8", 205 pounds, but I think he is built well for the position. He's kind of a shifty guy, good vision and cutting ability to kind of squeeze through tight running lanes. Good combination of speed and power for the position.
Dan Williams on that defensive line with a handoff to Freeman, who stopped at the line of scrimmage and no gain on the play. It's been interesting about this running game because it has been the focus of Atlanta, but they have not had a game over 100 yards on the ground in 6 straight, averaging 2.6. Now today, they've got 70 here in the first half on the ground.
You have to stay after it, Kevin. There are going to be some negative runs. There are going to be some runs for a yard or 2, but you have to stay after and stay committed to the running game to slow down these pass rushes of the Raiders.
Coleman in second, and oh, they've got Julio Jones. He just torched Smith. 21-yard strike. The electrifying Julio Jones. And Smith was burned. Coverage 2 by Nelson.
Well, we talked about Smith struggling last week. He's got those big arms, but he has a difficult time rerouting and really covering the slant route. He thinks he has help inside. Julio Jones beats him right across his face. That's where Julio Jones is so good, with his hands at the line of scrimmage, getting off of press coverage.
And a touchdown last week, has a touchdown today. Here's the extra point try by Matt Bryant. With the league going back and forth, it's now 10-7, the Atlanta Falcons. 21-yard touchdown pass to the terrific 6'3" wide receiver Julio Jones. The slant. They torch Smith like he was torched last week with the Saints. And he goes in for 6 and 4:46 in the second.
We believe in respect for tradition,
for nature's power.
We respect competition because it brings out our very best.
Respect for ideals and standing for something bigger than ourselves.
We respect life in all forms
and believe it should be protected at all costs.
We respect design
and creativity.
They remind us that we are unique beings whose creations make a difference.
We respect time because we know it's the most valuable thing humans possess.
Respect displays the best of who we are, because respect sees another as worthy of our time.
Worthy of the very best we can give.
Introducing Genesis, in a world scrambling to put itself first.
Respect is a breath of fresh luxury.
The Surface Pro comes with a pen that lets you write on the screen. If you try to write on a plain old Mac, the difference can be seen. It doesn't work. Get the Surface Pro.
The keyboard detaches from the screen.
Get the Surface Pro.
I like the blue.
On Monday, Raider players Connor Cook, DeAndre Washington, and Jameis Olawale, along with Seth Roberts, joined 200 students from Oakland's Esperanza Elementary School, all participating in a Play 60 Kids Combine, where kids had the opportunity to participate in numerous football-related activities, as well as hear about the importance of daily exercise and a healthy lifestyle. Smith, we were just talking about Sean Smith, the former Kansas City Chief and Miami Dolphin. with the kickoff here. Taiwan Jones, it ricochets, it's alive, and there goes Alawali, and then Taiwan Jones jumping on the loose ball. He was looking a bit up into the sun, and whether he misjudged, you saw it ricochet off the front of his shoulder pads. And the Raiders marooned. I think you're right, yeah. Had to, huh?
The sun can be a factor, particularly this time of day. Looks like he's got good position. He's coming up. Oh, it just hits him too high. Hits him up above the sternum, right below the face mask. We've had poor starting field position, and a lot of it, Kevin, is because of mistakes that they've made in the kicking game. Penalty on the last drive to start.
Falcons in the nickel. Empty backfield for Derek Carr with the 1st and 10. They go to Crabtree, who gets a block from his tight end, Smith. And then the tackle is made by Beasley along with Ishmael on a gain of 9. A little breathing space there from Crabtree.
I like how they use Lee Smith. They're going to move him around. He's in there to block. He's a big man. They put him out there wide in their empty set. And they quick perimeter pass to Crabtree. But Smith is 6'6", 265 pounds. Kevin, like another offensive tackle playing tight end. Can move people off the line of scrimmage.
Well, we know opposing tight ends have found success against Atlanta. 2nd down and 1. How about this? DeAndre Washington with the stiff arm. Finally brought down on the play by Ricardo Allen. A hard-earned 26-yard run by DeAndre Washington. Texas Tech's 5th all-time leading rusher and a rookie and a 5th-round pick.
Well, nothing fancy here, but watch the block they get with their left guard. Kelechi Osemele. He's able to get the deuce block, and then he gets up on the linebacker just enough to get Washington a lane, and now he's up on the safety, Ricardo Allen.
Washington remains. Couple tight ends for Derek Carr with the 1st and 10.
Blue ID, what's up?
And a block at the left tackle. They go outside to Washington. Good open field tackle right there by Ishmael once again, who makes the stop. And it's a gain of 6 on the catch and run up to the 42-yard line of the Raiders.
Had an interesting conversation with the offensive coordinator Bill Musgrave on Friday. And he said, we're just trying to get Derek Carr more comfortable from playing under center. It's really going to help our running game. You want to have a good running game, the quarterback has to be under center more. It's too difficult when you're in the gun all the time. You look at Derek Carr in high school and college, it's all he did was be in the gun. So you're seeing more of him from under center. It's going to help them in everything they do, particularly the running game and play action.
What's up?
Here's a handoff on 2nd down, and that goes to Richard. Flag is thrown across the way. Beasley with the stop. Deion Jones, excuse me. With the confab across the way. How about the tough schedule Atlanta has coming up after today?
Brutal.
And a tough one today. I mean, let's not even overlook how tough the Raiders are going to be at home. But this is a team that's 0-1, and the season could turn very quickly for the Atlanta Falcons.
The next month is brutal for the Falcons. You got 2 road games at Tennessee and Baltimore.
Holding. Offense number 86. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down.
The Atlanta schedule has them at New Orleans.
I'm sorry, New Orleans, Carolina, Denver, Seattle.
Right. How tough is this?
This is brutal.
Divisional game.
Absolutely brutal. You're talking about the divisional game. You're talking about the defending NFC champion, Super Bowl champion Denver Broncos, and then a playoff team in Seattle. 3 of the next 4 on the road. That's why this game absolutely critical for the Falcons. You start 0-2, and your chances of making the postseason around 12%.
Hold was accepted. It's a 2nd down and 14. They need the 47. Murray was in the backfield offering a block, and here comes Carr, chased on the play by Shelby and others. Also had some pursuit from Vic Beasley Jr. You know, the pass rush has been an issue, or the lack thereof. Last year, number 32 in sacks per attempt. That was a gain of 2 by the scrambling Carr.
And they're really counting on Vic Beasley, Kevin. He's healthy after playing with a shoulder injury most of his rookie season. They need him to take the next step in his development as a pass rusher. He needs a counter move to go with that outside speed rush. Need him to become a double-digit sacker in year 2.
Now they're going to say it was 3rd and 14.
This is the 2-minute warning.
So they didn't give Carr much of a gain on that last run. The 2-minute warning. Falcons on top.
I absolutely love my New York apartment, but the rent is outrageous. Good thing Geico offers affordable renter's insurance. With great coverage, it protects my personal belongings should they get damaged, stolen, or destroyed. Excuse me.
Delivery. Hey, lo mein, Szechuan chicken, chopsticks, soy sauce, and you got some fortune cookies. Have a good one.
These small New York apartments.
Protect your belongings. Let Geico help you with renter's insurance.
Oh, I want a quarter pounder with cheese. Whether you're a window shopper, a mastermind, or even a play caller, NFL season is here, and so is McDonald's newest McPick 2 lineup. Choose between a quarter pounder with cheese, our newest pick, triple cheeseburger, the 10-piece chicken McNuggets, or the filet of fish. Mix and match or pair up your faves for just $5.
Oh, triple cheeseburger?
Catch your picks for a limited time. Enjoy the choice.
Assists, completions. He's Mr. Instant Meeting, Ed Feldman.
Press 1 to lead your team onto the meeting field. Start your free trial at gotomeeting.com.
Hyundai presents the better drive of the week. Trailing the Saints in the fourth quarter, the Raiders got an 18-yard pickup by Clive Walford that led to a Seth Roberts score with under a minute left. The touchdown pulled the Raiders within 1, so they went for and made a game-winning 2-point conversion from Derek Carr to Michael Crabtree. Brought to you by Hyundai, official sponsor of the NFL. Better drives us.
A CBS exclusive. Original John Bonet case investigators re-examine the evidence.
What about the 2 marks on John Bonet's back?
With today's technology.
The stun gun played a very key part in the theory. Why taser a 6-year-old?
The marks don't look anything like that.
The case of John Bonet Ramsey. CBS tonight.
It's a 3rd and 14 coming up at the 2-minute warning. 3 timeouts apiece. They need the 47-yard line, and Atlanta trying to make a stop here, maybe get some time in this first half with which to work. Had a lot of 3rd and 14 plays, and they're going to get a Weatherspoon tackle on the tight end, Clive Walford. With a gain of 3, the clock will tick. We said 3 timeouts for Atlanta, but they're going to are they going to take one right here? They must be, yes.
Number 7, Marquette King in punt formation.
We got plenty of time, as you mentioned, Kevin. They've a couple timeouts left, a minute 53, an opportunity. Go up by a couple scores.
So now 2 timeouts for Atlanta. They got Weems back to retrieve the Marquette King punt.
Boy, Marquette King has dramatically changed field position in this game already. You look at all the great punters that the Raiders have had over the years. We saw Ray Guy on the field, the Hall of Famer before the game. Shane Leckler still punting in his 17th season for the Houston Texans. And of course, Marquette King now in his 5th season. It's great hang time.
Again, a windless day here in Oakland. Beautiful punt. Weems back to the 9, hang time of 4-6. Getting a block, running outside, has an entourage. He's got Reynolds ahead, and there he goes. Weems being chased by the punter, and King brings him down with a horse collar. So there's going to be a penalty on the punter who makes the tackle, and Weems returns it 73 yards after the 55-yard punt.
Boy, Kevin, we had a bird's eye view of this from up here in the booth. You could just see this developing.
Horse collar tackle on the kicking team, number 7. The penalty's half the distance to the goal line. First down, Atlanta.
You got to get him below the nameplate.
Yeah, once he catches it. Now, once he gets outside, watch right here. Freeze it right there. You can see the wall develop, and now he's got a clear lane.
Leroy Reynolds with a nice lead block and continuing his movement.
Oh, what a great return.
And then the horse collar.
That's all he can do. I mean, he's look at him. He's just, that's a great shot. He's doing everything he can to get Eric Weems on the ground.
73-yard return by Weems. A beauty right there. Coleman in the backfield. And Ryan smells blood. First down and goal to go. It's Coleman. Chester blocked, and he's down near the 5. They had a couple guys jump on him down there, including Mack and Heaney, on a gain of 4 by Tevin Coleman.
Well, I really like Tevin Coleman. The more you study him, Kevin, not just what he can do in the running game, but the passing game. He made a terrific catch last week out of the backfield from Matt Ryan, a ball that was thrown behind him. A ball that you don't see a lot of running backs catch. He made it look very easy. Got great hips, spun around, made the catch, and had a big run after.
Coleman in, and the fullback DeMarco is there. Second down and goal. Coleman, DeMarco a block, Matthews a block, and then he is taken down on the near side by Smith and Irvin, and they're going to spot him near the 2. Let's make it the 3 with a gain of 3, and 2 timeouts for the Falcons, 3 for the Raiders.
You know, we see less and less teams in the league feature a fullback. The Falcons have a very good one in Patrick DeMarco. He opens up a lot of holes for these running backs. Not afraid to get his nose up in there and do the dirty work.
A 73-yard punt return by the 10-year veteran Eric Weems sets up a 3rd and goal at the 3. Coleman is in. Ryan into the nickel. Coleman low and down at the 3. Back maybe to the line of scrimmage. No gain. They read it well. And on it was Reggie Nelson, who led the league in interceptions a season ago for the Bengals, and Khalil Mack. With a timeout. Like to remind you, coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report, join JB, Tony, Bart, Boomer, and Coach Cowher for the latest news, scores, and highlights in the NFL. And there'll be a preview of Thursday Night Football on CBS and NFL Network. That's all coming up on the Verizon Halftime Report. Julio Jones caught a 21-yard touchdown pass the last time. They bring out the field goal unit with 40 seconds to go on 4th and goal and a 20-yard try coming up to extend their lead. Where you begin at the 9, another red zone issue. No touchdowns.
Oh, you gotta be able to finish the drive. You get that great return from Eric Weems, and then you stall inside the 10.
Kick one from 21 before. Now it's 13-7. As Bryant knocks one through from 20 yards away. The decade veteran, Weems, sets up the field goal.
I love getting more for less. That's why this control enthusiast rents from National, where I can skip the counter and choose any car in the aisle. On average, 4 out of every 5 rentals at National is a free upgrade. Getting a full size and paying for a mid-size, as the boys from Loverboy so eloquently noted. I'm loving every minute of it. Go National. Go like a pro.
Crowds in Midtown today mean only one thing.
Everyone is ready for the next-gen iPhone. And so is Verizon, with the only next-gen network that lets you make the most of it. LTE Advanced delivers 50% faster peak speeds to over 450 cities coast to coast. The next-gen iPhone deserves the next-gen network. And right now, get our best offer ever, an iPhone 7 on us.
What's the score?
You're losing.
I like a challenge.
He's not a lawyer.
Into the storm we go.
But Dr. Bull knows the best offense
By the end of this process, we will know which types of jurors we want to exclude.
is a high-tech defense.
That's what trial science is. I hate lawyers.
You can't control a trial like this.
You can't.
Bull premieres Tuesday after NCIS.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Bud Light. Beer with your team on it. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Beautiful day in Oakland. Weems had the 73-yard punt return, sets up that field goal, but again, on 2 red zone possessions, 2 field goals for the Falcons, yet they lead it 13-7. How about the kickoffs for Atlanta today? They're trying maybe a different tack than some teams.
Yeah, I think Dan Quinn's philosophy is we're going to kick it as close to the goal line as we can and make the Raiders decide whether they want to bring it out. That's just going to bang it out of the back of the end zone and give them the ball at the 25-yard line.
Tevin Jones is back there to retrieve this. Last one was off his shoulder pads and ricocheted in the field of play. They're caught there, 25-yard line. Now Carr has 2 timeouts. Rich, what do you anticipate he'll do with the remaining 38 seconds?
Well, typically a play caller will call a screen or, you know, a play where you got a chance to get some positive yardage. If a guy breaks a tackle and you get out to the 30, 35-yard line, that changes your strategy a little bit. Now you can take a shot or two and try and get yourself in field goal range with 38 seconds left and a couple timeouts. But a lot of it has to do with what you're able to do and accomplish on first down.
A tight end and a running back will be bracketing the quarterback, Derek Carr, who's 11-13. He's hit 7 straight, 1st and 10. Outside they go, Walford. Out of bounds he goes, shy of his own 30-yard line, and he was hit there by Poole and assisted on the play by Ishmael on a gain of 4. The clock is at 32 seconds.
Hey, you just want to give yourself a little bit of breathing room, but in the back of your mind, if you're Derek Carr, you know you've got the old wily, cagey kicker and Sebastian Janikowski. He's in his 17th season. He still can bang it from outside of 50.
All-time Raiders score, Janikowski. 2nd down and 6. Blocking is there. Spinning catch by Murray, out of bounds, close to a first down. Weatherspoon ushers him out of play at about the Raider 34.
And Atlanta's playing a very soft shell in the secondary. They're going to give you those underneath throws. A couple timeouts left. The Raiders don't have to get out of bounds. Can make a guy miss and get back, pick up another 8 or 10, 12 yards in the middle of the field and use one of those timeouts.
Plays being called by offensive coordinator Bill Musgrave, a one-time Matt Ryan quarterback coach in Atlanta. Now here with the Raiders, 3rd and 1. Murray in the backfield.
Down. You ready?
I throw it here.
You're right. It goes off to Holton. Knocked out of bounds on the near side, as you can see, by Ismail, the free safety, and it's a gain of 4. They do get the first down. They stop the clock at their 38.
They're doing a really nice job moving the ball down the field slowly but surely, but they're saving these timeouts. 22 seconds left. Now Carr's got the ability to throw the ball deeper in the middle of the field. Gives them more options.
1st and 10. 2 Raider timeouts. Underneath they go to Murray.
There it is.
And Ismail with a catch and run. He picks up 10 on the play. And he's out to about the 49-yard line. Timeout taken by the Raiders. They're down now to 1. They'll mark him at the 48-yard line of Oakland. Coming in for Jack Del Rio at 1-0. Janikowski's kicked some long field goals in his career.
We watched him pregame, Kevin, and just in visiting with him on Friday. He can still bang it. Last season, a 56-yarder. Not a lot of wind here today, and they're close.
But on that dirt, Rich, that changes the game a little bit.
Yeah, but this guy has done it his entire career,
yeah, right,
so I think clearly he has the advantage over a kicker like Matt Bryant, who only has to deal with it once. He doesn't even play in the AFC, so he has to deal with it once every 4 or 5 years or 8 years, whatever it is. So Janikowski deals with it every week.
Murray in 1st and 10, 1 timeout for the Raiders. Carr looking to wind up. It's off to Lee Smith, the tight end. He gets inside the 50-yard line, gain of 3. Ishmael there. They'll mark him at the 48. There was pressure on the play by Jonathan Babineau.
This took a little while to develop. Scrambling around a little bit. He's got to elude Babineau and able to find his big tight end, Lee Smith. He's got 2 plays if they throw it and get out of bounds quickly. If not, if you get a ball down in the middle of the field with the 1 timeout, that may be it.
Falcons stay in the nickel. 2nd down and 6 for Carr. Murray was back there. Dropped by Walford.
That would have been enough.
That would have been enough. You're right.
Kevin, I talked about one of the weaknesses. We talked about this football team. It's the tight end position. It's been a long time since the Raiders have had a Pro Bowl player at that position. They're excited about Clive Walford. Lee Smith's more of a blocking tight end. Michael Rivera, been a bit of a disappointment. He's had a difficult time staying healthy.
And they've had some drops on this team, too.
Too many.
3rd down and 6 coming up and a timeout taken.
They led the National Football League in drops last year, most of them coming from Amari Cooper, who had more drops than any player in the league last season.
So Cooper and Crabtree combined for 224 receiving yards last week. And today Cooper's got 30 and Crabtree's got 19, a total of 4 catches, 2 each for these very dynamic wide receivers for the Raiders.
The one thing you could do, you could run the very same play and get it to the tight end or someone inside against that zone coverage. He has to go down right away and call the timeout. They've got 6 seconds. They have time to run a little pop pass and get the ball to about the 40-yard line.
Now 6 defensive backs for Atlanta. 3rd and 6 for Oakland.
Now look what's happening. They're going to press. I'm not going to give them that quick throw. Make it contested.
Atlanta took that last time out, so 1 timeout apiece. Carr, and they go underneath the Roberts. With Cooper blocking, and they get the 1st down and stop the clock to the 39-yard line. Knocked out of bounds by Poole. Pickup of 9 on 3rd and 6 for the Raiders, who have done a very nice job of inching their way up. And here comes Janikowski, and if he makes a field goal, he will become the all-time NFL record holder for field goals made from 50 yards or more. This is a 58-yard try. So it could bring him closer and set a pro football record, and it's off the dirt.
Well, Carr and the offense did their job, Kevin. Very methodical. A bunch of short and intermediate throws to get in this position.
Marquette King holds. 58 yard. It's high by Kondo on the long snap, and that screws it up. He's short and wide.
Yeah, that's what did it. It was a bad snap. You know, you talk about the timing and the rhythm in the kicking games. Janikowski had a pause, just a slight split second there, and it's just enough for him to miss that thing left.
Julio Jones has caught a 21-yard touchdown pass, and Murray had a 1-yard touchdown run. You can see the high long snap by Kondo, normally reliable. Nice catch there by King. We're at the half, and the Atlanta Falcons are on top of the Oakland Raiders. You're watching the NFL on CBS.
Generation. Survivor Wednesday. 2 generations will clash. All new Survivor Millennials versus Gen X premieres CBS Wednesday.
Don't miss the Big Bang Theory season premiere on its new night, CBS tomorrow.
Sir, this alien life form is growing at an alarming rate.
Growing fast, you say?
We can't contain it any longer.
You know, that reminds me of how Geico's been the fastest growing auto insurer for over 10 years straight.
Over 10 years?
Mm-hmm. Geico's the company your friends and neighbors trust.
And deservedly so.
Indeed.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome. This is the Chevy Malibu. It was awarded Most Dependable Midsize Car by J.D. Power.
It looks great. Wow. What is happening? Oh my gosh, it's going up.
But the Malibu's not the only vehicle that was awarded.
This is mind-blowing.
The Chevy Camaro, Equinox, and Silverado HD were awarded Most Dependable as well.
This is extremely impressive. There's so many.
Doing it once, yay, great job. 4 times, obviously they're doing something right.
Absolutely.
We are the Coors Brewing Company, and our mountain is brewing the world's most refreshing beer. A beer proud enough to wear our name in big, red, scripted letters. That's why we lager, filter, and package cold. Because we believe every climb deserves a refreshing finish. Whatever your mountain, climb on.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to Studio 43 and the Verizon Halftime Report. I'm James Brown with the scores from today's early games. It was Ben Roethlisberger tossing 3 touchdowns. Pittsburgh led throughout, improved to 2-0 in that 24-16 win over Cincinnati. Houston's defense outstanding again. 4 sacks, 1.5 by J.J. Watt. They forced 3 turnovers. End Kansas City's 11-game regular season mark. They win it by 7. Meanwhile, New England wins it 31-24 over Miami. Jimmy Garoppolo, 3 touchdown tosses before his injury. In the second half, Miami did outscore New England 21-7, but it was too little, too late at that point in time. Tennessee, a 1-point winner over Detroit. Detroit blew a 12-point lead. Team was outscored 13-0 in the fourth. And the Cleveland Browns up by 20-0 over Baltimore, but the Ravens come back, and the Ravens improved to 2-0 for the first time since 2009. Dak Prescott of the Dallas Cowboys, 22 of 30, 292 yards. The rookie was impressive. Former Redskin Alfred Morris with the 4-yard game-winning run to get the victory there in Washington. It was New York 16-13 over New Orleans. Josh Brown's game-winning 23-yard field goal notched the victory there. And Cam Newton impressive in a 46-27 win. Carolina over San Francisco. Carolina has won 14 straight home games. With that in mind, coming up, all the highlights and more when the Verizon Halftime Report continues right here on CBS. We'll bring you up to speed on everything.
How do I look?
MacGyver.
We need a fingerprint. What can I say? Lifelong Boy Scout.
McGarrett.
I got an idea.
MacGyver. McGarrett. MacGyver. McGarrett. MacGyver. McGarrett. MacGyver. McGarrett.
Always be prepared, right? This is just the beginning.
Mac and Mac back to back. Premiere CBS this Friday.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report.
And welcome back to our New York studio and the Verizon Halftime Report. The next generation of wireless is here with Verizon LTE Advanced, America's largest and fastest 4G LTE network ever. I'm James Brown, along with my guys Tony, Coach, Bart, and Boomer. Folks, we're taking you to the highlights.
All right, up in New England, Jimmy Garoppolo gets pile-driven by Kiko Alonso right here, right on his right shoulder. He is out for the game. He completed 18 of 34, 3 touchdowns, and over 234 yards. But his replacement comes in. That's Jacoby Brissett, the rookie out of NC State. Hands the ball to LeGarrette Blount. They go on to win 31-24 over the Dolphins.
All right, Chiefs out at the Texans. You're going to see the new addition to the Houston Texans, Brock Osweiler. Fakes left, throws up over the top. DeAndre Hopkins scores 7 catches, 113 yards on the day. Houston wins 19-12 over the Chiefs.
In a big AFC North matchup, Cincinnati going to Pittsburgh. Ben Roethlisberger, 3 touchdown passes. This one here to D'Angelo Williams. He's got 6 for the year. Pittsburgh wins 24-16. And the Baltimore Ravens scored 25 unanswered points to be down 20-0. Joe Flacco, 2 touchdowns. He hits Mike Wallace right here as they win 25-20 and go to 2-0.
Down 5 with 1:15 to go. Marcus Mariota is going to drop back and find Andre Johnson on the sluggo. For you guys in TV land, that's a slant and go. The 2-point conversion was not good, but they hold off the win anyway. Titans win 16-15.
Sluggo.
San Francisco or Carolina, Cam Newton's going to drop back and find Calvin Benjamin. That's just not fair. He's too big. Cam Newton on the day, 24 for 40 for 353, 4 TD passes as Carolina wins.
All right, 13-13 late in the game. Eli Manning's going to find Victor Cruz. He's going to wrestle this ball away from the Saint defender all the way down to the 3-yard line. Josh Brown's going to kick his third field goal of the day. The Giants did not have an offensive touch, and they scored one by blocking a field goal attempt by New Orleans. Eli throws for over 360 yards, yet no offensive touchdowns.
All right, Cowboys at the Washington Redskins. Very close game. You're going to see Alfred Morris take this up the middle for 4 yards. He had 7 yards on the day for 5 catches. Dak Prescott played well in the win over the Redskins.
Sweet revenge for Alfred. All right, and the Verizon halftime report continues.
CBS Sports presents the Verizon Halftime Report. Introducing Verizon LTE Advanced, powering America's largest and fastest 4G LTE network ever.
You ever regret being a cop? I've regretted decisions I've made, but never to be a cop.
Blue Blood season premiere, CBS Friday.
Russell Wilson in the pocket.
Coach's film, you get more angles. And when you get more angles, you get more football. Start your free trial at NFL.com/Game Pass.
I studied chickens in college. Hey, yeah, man, for real. Over here at the chicken coop, man. Man, I love chickens, man. Chickens are dope. I named some of these chickens after my teammates. You got TJ over here with his chest out. Get out my face, get back. Marcus, the old guy. That's Emmanuel over here with the skinny chicken legs. Which one's me? This guy right here. This Chicken Vaughn right here. Just need a pair of glasses.
The next generation of wireless is here with Verizon LTE Advanced, powering America's largest and fastest 4G LTE network ever.
Week 3 in the league begins with Thursday Night Football on CBS and NFL Network. It'll be a showdown in the AFC between the Texans and the Patriots. Back here in Studio 43, your thoughts?
Jimmy Garoppolo unlikely to play, turning to Jacoby Brissett. A tall order for the mantra right now for New England. Next man up. Houston Texans have not given up a touchdown in the last 6 quarters.
What?
Should be a good one.
An intriguing matchup for sure. That is the Verizon halftime report. It will continue after this.
NCIS LA, the premier event, next Sunday after 60 Minutes.
More than 2 million homes are broken into every year. And in 1 out of 3, a family member is home.
Not on my watch.
This is why we designed SimpliSafe, the highest caliber home protection. SimpliSafe's award-winning security keeps your family safe around the clock. 24/7 home monitoring for less than 50 cents a day with no long-term contracts. Try it today. You'll feel confident your family is safe or your money back. Go to usesimplisafe.com.
At Lexus, what we learn on the track doesn't stay on the track. It just finds more street legal form. Experience the power and precision of the Lexus F-Sport Performance line. This is the pursuit of perfection.
I joined the Army in July of '98. I did active duty 11 years and 2 in the reserves.
Our 18-year-old was in an accident. When I called USAA, it was that voice asking me, is your daughter okay? That's where I felt relief.
It actually helped to know that somebody else cared and wanted to make sure that I was okay. That was really great.
We're the Rivera family, and we will be with USAA for life.
USAA. We know what it means to serve. Call today to talk about your insurance needs.
You are watching NFL Sunday Ticket.
Go big or go. Touchdown. How about that? This kid's pretty good.
So, with that box, you'll be the first to win PlayStation VR. Player 1. Soon, it spreads like wildfire. Humanity becomes so plugged in, we never see them coming. That's why I was sent back to stop you.
Oh, hey, I won.
Right.
The future of gaming starts at Taco Bell. Grab any $5 box and you could be one of the first to win PlayStation VR.
We're back in Oakland with the Atlanta Falcons on top of the Oakland Raiders at halftime, 13-7. As we take a look at the first half highlight presented by DirecTV, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones connecting.
Took him a while to get going, just 2 catches for Julio Jones, but that one a big one against Sean Smith, who really struggled a week ago against the Saints.
Well, CBS and St. Jude Children's Research Hospital for Childhood Cancer are teaming up in the month of September to bring awareness to this disease, its causes, the patients, and trying to find a cure. Our ties today are by Brooks Brothers and have the St. Jude's logo on them. And we're proud to be a part of something so very, very special.
Doing great work down at St. Jude's, Kevin. We're thrilled that we can wear these lapel pins and ties to go along with it.
It's terrific. Our second half, Rich, underway here, and the Raiders have got a deficit with which to work.
Yeah, you look at the Falcons, Kevin, we talked about Julio Jones. They've got to get him more touches, just 2 in the first half. They need to get more pressure from their defense as Derek Carr has been on a roll. He's 17 of 20. He's had too much time in the pocket. And finally, for the Raiders, their special teams. They need to avoid the mishaps. Eric Weems' 74-yard punt return, one of them which led to another Atlanta score.
Raiders are going to get the ball to begin the second half.
Yeah, you look at some of the mishaps. Taiwan Jones doesn't do a good job fielding this one, the big punt return. He also had a penalty that pushed him behind at the start of a drive. Marquette King has to make this tackle. Penalty as well, tacked on for a horse collar. Not a good half of football for the Raiders kicking game. There's a lot of speed. When you look at both of these teams on special teams, Atlanta and Oakland, they have great team speed.
By the way, they're clearing the field right now with a presentation for Kenny Stabler, the late Kenny Stabler, the terrific Raider quarterback. There's Ray Guy, inducted into Pro Football's Hall of Fame. John Madden was out there, Jim Otto, Ted Hendricks, Michael Haynes, and others.
There's Ted Hendricks, Art Shell. Well, they've got some
greats.
Willie Brown.
Some of the biggest
old man
names,
Willie Brown.
Yeah, ever to play in
There's
pro
John
football.
Madden. You look at Ken Stabler. Kevin, I was honored to wear his jersey number for 6 seasons with the Raiders. Look at his production. Won a Super Bowl, 4-time Pro Bowler, MVP.
That was not by design that you wore number 12, but a guy that you admired, and it just so happened you wore number 12.
Absolutely, and I was a big fan. When I first got to the Raiders, I grabbed a media guy. I wanted to find out more about Ken Stabler.
Right.
You look at the years that he had. He put about a decade together where he was phenomenal. And the thing about him back in the era that he played, he didn't throw a lot of interceptions. He was a very accurate thrower. He had some good pocket awareness, and he was about as tough as they come. You know, he was perfect for what the Oakland Raiders were trying to get accomplished.
Kind of like you when you were here playing. He was an MVP in 1976. You were an MVP of this league in 2002 as a deep back man, the rookie free agent from Southern Miss. Jalen Richard is back there to retrieve the punt from, or the kickoff rather, from the punter, Matt Basha. And our second half is underway. They'll bring it out. They've had Taiwan Jones back there. Here comes Richard, who had a 75-yard run last week down in New Orleans. Tackle made by Brian Poole on a 24-yard return. Here are the possessions in the first half for the Oakland Raiders.
Yeah, I thought they did some good things, Kevin. They mixed the run and pass pretty well. You look at the distribution there. You look at Carr's first half, 17 of 20. 8 different receivers had catches. Both teams have done a nice job spreading the ball around. Brian has had 8 different receivers as well.
If the Raiders win, they'll be 2-0 for the first time since 2002. They come in 1-0 after their win last week in New Orleans. Atlanta losing at home to Tampa Bay. 4 touchdown passes by Jameis Winston. 1st and 10. Murray was in the backfield. He's being chased by Upshaw, and he throws outside for Crabtree with Walford defending on the play, and they call it a catch. Near the 29, gain of 10, a first down. That's how the Raiders begin the second half.
Too much room here. Walford giving Crabtree a lot of room there. This one took a while to get to. It's terrific job by Crabtree on the boundary.
Hegman will make the stop with Murray taking it for 2 on that first down just beyond the 30-yard line. Got to keep in context, too, what this Raider team Rich did in the fourth quarter last week. 22 fourth quarter points. And their offense had 3 nice fourth quarter drives. They've shown they're a come from behind team.
Yeah, they're a different team. I mean, in terms of how they've gone about it, they've had some great drafts. They've been very selective in free agency, and they've got a young quarterback that they really could build this football team around.
What's up? With 2 tight ends, 2nd down and 8. Here comes Murray. He's got a touchdown run today. He's brought down by Weatherspoon near the 36 on a gain of 5.
Well, Donald Penn, he got rolled up on at the end of that run. He can't afford to lose any more tackles. Lost 2 last week.
They would use Feliciano or Alexander.
Yeah, right there. Right at the end.
Penn is a big man. He is down. He grew up in Inglewood, admiring the Raiders. We have a timeout, 14:03.
You're taking an enormous risk speaking with us, so thank you.
Of course.
What was the key to toppling this notorious crime ring?
By keeping my identity a secret, I was able to witness the atrocities firsthand. I've been undercover for 5 years. Anonymity is critical to my survival.
Want to get away? Now you can with Southwest fares as low as $59 one way. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency.
I've invested a lot in this game, and the returns I get out are measured in reps. Competition. Sometimes it's audibles, bright lights, and celebrations. It's huddles, camaraderie, and games played.
At TD Ameritrade, we believe the best investments are the ones that matter most to you.
They say a lot of things about rain. Like how hard it's gonna fall. The things it does to your parade. We've got a saying about rain too. When it rains, it roars. The all-wheel drive Charger. Domestic, not domesticated.
Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $8,000 in savings on select 2016 Charger RT models in dealer stock.
This week, a big new season of Colbert begins with First Lady Michelle Obama, plus the legendary Bruce Springsteen. Yes! And it all kicks off Monday with Chris Pratt and Scott Bakula.
This broadcast is copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Back in Oakland, you see John Feliciano has come in. They've actually moved Colecchio Semele from left guard to left tackle in place of Donald Penn.
So it's 3rd and 3, Carr, and it zips right through the view of Seth Roberts. Incomplete. Roberts had a touchdown reception late in a 2-point conversion, and that's incomplete. So they take the first possession, and now their punting unit is on the field, and Weems back there, and he had the 73-yard punt return in the first half. With Marquette King set to punt.
Think about the importance of being a directional kicker. Can't give Weems a two-way go.
Nice snap by Kondo. Beautiful punt by King. Will it stay in? Nope, it does not. So he sends that 64 yards to the other way to the 20-yard line. Atlanta, Matt Ryan will take over. First, second half possession early in the 3rd.
This is the last place you'd expect us to talk about stylish innovations, like class-exclusive MySky technology, or how much gas you'll save on your daily commute. Then again, you probably didn't think you'd need your survival skills back on the road either. Jeep Renegade. Conquer all the world's most challenging places. Celebrating 75 years of the most awarded SUV lineup ever. Right now, get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,500 total bonus cash on 2016 Jeep Renegade models.
It's Peyton. It's Peyton on Sunday morning.
You like football? Yeah. It's DirecTV NFL Sunday Ticket. I can watch every Sunday Ticket game live on any device.
I'm retired. I just sit here watching nothing. If I were you, I'd work as long as you can. Work as long as you can.
Thanks.
Get NFL Sunday Ticket only on DirecTV and watch live games anywhere.
Shoulders, they don't just carry pads, they carry your one-handed reputation.
How in the world? Oh, my goodness.
Your city's pride, your fans' passions and dreams. Shoulders carry a father's name, a mother's legacy, and maybe a chance at greatness. Because shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Southwest. Yes to low fares with nothing to hide. That's transparency. Voya Financial, changing the way you think of retirement. And by Old Spice, just thought you should know.
Lombard Street across the bay over in San Francisco.
Oakland is challenging the ruling on the field, asserting that there were 12 defensive players on the field at the snap.
Well, they have guys up in the booth that look for this very thing, don't they, Rich?
Well, they sure do. They also have those guys running around in those striped uniforms looking for it.
Yeah, they do.
They're supposed to count every play.
Yeah,
I've got too much going on, Kevin. I can't count everybody. Let's see if we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And you've got a punt returner back there. That's 12.
12. And it was 4th and 3 for Oakland.
Yeah, 38's running off the top of the screen.
Yes, he is.
Question is, does he get off before the snap?
Deshaun Goldson, former San Francisco 49er.
Well, they figured it out. And the question is, does he get off the field right up top before the ball snapped? I
think he did, right?
Well, let's see. He's not off the field yet, and the ball is already snapped. He's definitely on the field. There's 12 men on the field. That's a really good challenge by Jack Del Rio.
Some good booth work, too, getting that message down there. And it's going to be, it was 4th and 3, like we said.
That'll be a first down.
Sure will.
That's a good challenge by Del Rio. But he's on a roll, Kevin, going for it for a 2-point play last week.
Can you believe that, Rich?
That was a gutsy call. But when you really sit down and visit with him and all that went through his head and the discussions that they had during the week, you know, they talked about the Saints were down a corner. You don't want to put Drew Brees back on the field at any point, late in the game or in overtime. It just felt like they had the momentum, and they really liked the play that they had dialed up.
After review, at the snap, there were 12 men on defense on the field. That is a penalty and a 5-yard penalty from the previous spot, which gives Oakland a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Oakland will not be charged with a timeout.
Talk about the importance of plays in the kicking game, Kevin. Every play in special teams is a critical play because it equates to field position and points. And we talked about the Raiders at the half making some mistakes in the kicking game. Now we've got Atlanta with a big mistake that's going to lead to a Raider first down to keep the drive alive. Yep, that's what got the Falcons last week.
Wasn't 3 of them. 3 on
it was 3 on third down that extended drives that led to 17 points. Now we've got a mistake here that's going to give the Raiders the ball as we begin the second half.
That's an issue.
Yeah. 56.
Goldson. 1st and 10. Murray in the backfield.
Blue ID. What's up?
End around. And this is the fleet-footed wide receiver, Johnny Holton. He's out of Cincinnati, a rookie free agent, and flies the other way. Picks up 14, gets into Falcon territory at the 45, and Out of bounds with Ishmael knocking him there.
Yeah, keep an eye on Courtney Upshaw. It's very difficult to change directions off of the dirt. They run the reverse. Look at Upshaw. He cannot make the adjustment. This is the Raiders knowing it's by design. Running the reverse off the infield.
Ricardo Allen was over there, making sure he was out of bounds. 1st and 10 from the 45 with Murray on the move. They blow it dead. Flag across the way. It's going to be on the Raiders.
False start. Oakland, number 61, the center. It's a 5-yard penalty. Still first down.
Sometimes these centers, when they're looking to make their reads, will move that ball, won't they, Rich?
It's a point of emphasis this year in the National Football League. If you make a sudden move and it draws the opponent off sides and moves, he actually moves a little bit and freezes. And this has been a point of emphasis. There was too many of these issues coming up where the center's making a declaration or a reset, and he moves suddenly.
Hudson playing with the bad knee today. 1st and 15. They go to the tight end Smith, who is upended by Robert Alford with a catch and run that takes him to the 38-yard line of Atlanta. Picks up 12.
Well, the Raiders haven't been able to push the ball down the field. You look at how effective Carr has been, 19 of 23, but most of his throws have been quick throws to the tight ends, the receivers, and even the backs.
Second down and 3. Base defense for the Falcons.
No! Mulaney! What's up?
Murray. And he gets a block from Osemele. And he's got a first down. Bulldozing his way to the 31, 7-yard gain. Brought down by Ismail. First down, Raiders.
A big downhill runner, best between the tackles. Can run with power and strength. He's kind of an upright runner when you really study him. He handled just under 80% of the Raiders' carries last season.
So on this drive, a pass of 10 yards to Crabtree. 12-yard pass to Smith. They get Murray with the run right there at 7. Highlighted by a 14-yard end around to the rookie Johnny Holton. 1st and 10. Began this drive at the 19.
What's up?
Carr open. Oh, he's got Walford. That is a touchdown. Make it Trufant, who got beat. And the lumbering tight end Walford with his 4th career touchdown reception in the NFL.
That's Walford. He's just going to get a good release. No jam on Walford. For some reason, he just runs wide open right down the sidelines. They're not able to make that adjustment. As you saw there at the end, Trufant slips, rallying to the football.
How big was that penalty with too many men on the field? It kept the drive alive, and the Raiders can take a lead with Janikowski trying for the point. It's 14-13 Oakland with 11:17 to play in the 3rd. Walford, the tight end, part of a big day of tight end receiving for the Raiders. All sought out by the quarterback, Derek Carr.
I always take the road less traveled. And if the road hasn't been traveled at all, I make my own road. Pave my own path. Make my own asphalt. Adhere to strict transportation guidelines. Build a shower. Use the hard-working power of Old Spice Dirt Destroyer to clean me off. Get back to that road so I can get to the game on my own terms.
Take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. No need to hurry. No slipping, no sliding, no bumping.
The Corona can always finds its beach.
Hey, Jesse.
Who are you?
I'm Vern, the Orange Money Retirement Rabbit from Voya. Orange Money represents the money you put away for retirement. Over time, your money could multiply.
Hello, all of you.
Get organized at Voya.com.
TV's most watched drama.
NCIS!
is back.
Can't wait.
New faces.
Agent Torres is one of the best undercover ops we got. Like this guy.
Same family.
There's something hinky in Hinky Town. You never make things easy, do you?
What's the fun there?
NCIS season premiere CBS this Tuesday.
Yeah, keep an eye on Desmond Trufant. They're going to run Cooper on the post, and you're going to see the tight end. He's going to run like a wide circle route. Trufant's playing thirds here. He has to come off on the tight end. First he comes off late, and then he slips, and it's not enough to get Clive Walford out of bounds. A little bit of a communication breakdown on the back end, but if you're playing thirds like the Falcons were, the corner, Desmond Trufant, has to come off on the tight end.
It's the third late change of the game. Goldson was the one who had to run off, and he was part of the too many men on the field. On a 4th and 3, it kept the drive alive. The penalty problems last week, the penalty problems this week by the defense on 3rd down. And it's cost him. Weems will take, and he slipped. You see that turf come up? And
it's a good decision.
Yeah, it was. He was trying to get out of the blocks, and he couldn't. Out to the 25-yard line with a touchback. Saturday, the SEC on CBS brings you the best games from the best conference. When the Florida Gators visit the Tennessee Volunteers. It all begins with college football today. 3 o'clock Eastern. We were hoping we were going to see Gator quarterback Luke Del Rio, the son of Raider head coach Jack Del Rio, but Luke hurt a knee, and he is unlikely to play next week. Reggie McKenzie, by the way, the general manager for the Raiders, his son plays for the Volunteers. And they play next week in Nashville against the Tennessee Titans.
And Jack Del Rio and Reggie McKenzie will both be at that one.
Freeman in the backfield. It's 1st and 10. Torlolo trying to throw a block. And the gain up in the middle with Justin Ellis, stopping him after a gain of 3 up to the 27-yard line of Atlanta.
We haven't mentioned Khalil Mack's name or Bruce Irvin much today. Falcons doing a good job. Kevin mixing it up with running pass, getting the ball out quickly, really taking the edge off of that pass rush.
2 tight ends over Mack right now. 2nd down. Ryan and throws, and he's got his tight end, Hooper, who makes another catch and a big play, takes it down to the 29-yard line of the Raiders. Nelson makes the stop. It's a 44-yard pickup.
This is really nice by Matt Ryan. Look at the protection. Watch him step up inside, buy some time, keep his eyes down the field and the ball in a throwing position, and he's able to find his rookie tight end, Austin Hooper, right down the middle of the Raiders defense.
Hooper had a nice big catch in the first half here from the 29. It's Devontae Freeman. There's a block right there by Hooper, and he's off to the races in the secondary and caught up to by Nelson. That's an 18-yard run. Emerson missed the tackle initially. It's down to the 11 of the Raiders and a 1st down.
Well, you can't miss a tackle when you've got a shot at Devontae Freeman. A number of missed tackles already in this one. That'll drive a head coach crazy on the sidelines. You work on that all week in practice. Your target point.
Coleman in, 97 rushing yards for the Falcons. 1st and 10 at the 11. Ryan, end zone, intercepted and picked off. David Emerson, what a play. Ryan threw a career-high 4 red zone picks a season ago. He's thrown his first this year. And David Emerson, the former Washington Redskin, comes up with the steal.
There's people looking for you.
What people?
The unfriendly kind. Cartels, arms brokers, assassins.
We call him the accountant. There was a sighting in Tehran, Tokyo, Tel Aviv, all describing the same man. Who survives this kind of clientele?
Who are you?
Some of my clients are quite dangerous.
The Accountant, rated R. This is the last place you'd expect us to talk about Napa leather, luxury appointments, or restaurant review apps. Then again, you probably didn't think you'd need your survival skills back on the road either. Jeep Grand Cherokee, Conquer all the world's most challenging places with the most awarded SUV ever. Get 0% financing for 60 months plus 500 Jeep Celebration Event bonus cash on 2016 Jeep Grand Cherokee models.
Crowds in Midtown today mean only one thing.
Everyone is ready for the next-gen iPhone. And so is Verizon, with the only next-gen network that lets you make the most of it. LTE Advanced delivers 50% faster peak speeds to over 450 cities coast to coast. The next-gen iPhone deserves the next-gen network. And right now, get our best offer ever, an iPhone 7 on us.
The Case of John Benet Ramsey, a CBS primetime exclusive tonight after 60 Minutes.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by Warner Brothers Pictures' The Accountant, in theaters October 14th. And by Jeep. Visit Jeep.com to learn more.
Another red zone turnover for the Falcons, who were tops in that category last year. Unfortunately, they got the rookie running back Washington back there, and here he takes it with a stutter step, and in the secondary, brought down on the play by Alford. Gain of 7 on the play.
Yeah, you mentioned, Kevin, 8 red zone turnovers last year, tied for the most. 5 of them were in goal-to-goal situations. That was also the most in the 4 red zone interceptions from Matt Ryan. They struggled down in that part of the field today. They've been down there 3 times, 2 field goals and a turnover.
By the way, Donald Penn is back in at the left tackle. He had left, he's back in there. 2nd down and 4.
Now! Blue ID! What's up?
Blow that dead. Offsides or an illegal motion here by Oakland.
Offense number 88, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
It's on the touchdown catcher, the tight end, Clive Walford. Who caught the 31-yard touchdown pass the last time the Raiders had it for Coach Jack Del Rio, who was born in this area, went to USC, played some baseball, was drafted by Major League Baseball. Chose the NFL, played for a handful of teams. 11-year career, 2nd down and 9 for Derek Carr. Richard is in. The draw out of the gun. Oh, there was a nice block by Penn. There goes a flag. And downfield he runs. Ricardo Allen brings him down. That may be on Penn. I think he blocked the guy in the back, and that may wipe away a 29-yard gain. I think Penn was caught.
I don't think it's on Penn.
Oh. Maybe they're confirming the number.
I'm looking at it again in the replay, Ken. I don't see it.
Holding. Offense number 66.
Oh.
10-yard penalty. Replay 2nd down.
It's one of the best guards in football, Gabe Jackson. Wipes out a 29-yard gain. That's a shame for the Raider offense.
I just don't see it. I mean, take a look at this. Little inside move from Tyson Jackson. Maybe right there at the end.
That left hand?
He gets part of the jersey. That's where he got him. Right there at the end. He was in good position. He just didn't finish it.
Jackson last week had a first quarter right knee injury in New Orleans. They put a brace on. He didn't miss a play. Career starter out of Mississippi State. Gabe Jackson, 2nd down, 19, back at the 11. Richard. Carr, the rookie. He gets by Weatherspoon, and he was finally hit and brought down by Deion Jones. That's a 10-yard gain by Jalen Richard. A lot of injuries in college. Missed a couple, in fact, preseason games here with the Raiders, yet still made the team.
Yeah, Jalen Richard, as you mentioned, came out of Southern Mississippi. As you just watch him, that previous play where the run was called back, he's got unusual speed and quickness in the open field. We saw that last week against New Orleans on his first ever carry for a touchdown.
Raiders have passed on all 7 third down situations today. They need the 30. 5. And he's got Cooper, who is covered by Trevant. Close to a first down. Amari Cooper comes up with a catch. Near the 30.
Watch him put his foot right in the ground in the dirt. I mean, he's comfortable doing it, works on it. Carr really throws the ball well outside the numbers. Kevin.
He does.
Some quarterbacks aren't as comfortable, but he really trusts his arm strength. He can really drive the ball outside the numbers.
Rich, as they take a look at this and how close they are, Walk us through where Carr is mentally right now with this game.
I think the game has really slowed down for him. You know, it didn't take him long as a young player to develop, but I just think he's seeing the game and playing faster from under center. He's year 2 in the system. Remember, his first year, he went through a coaching change.
Right.
And then they replaced the coordinator and the coaching staff in year 2. So it took him a little while last year, I think, to get comfortable in Bill Musgrave's system. But there isn't a throw he can't make. He's got terrific arm talent.
It's 4th and inches. You're at your own 30, Rich. What would you do here?
I think at this point in the game, Kevin, you punt the football. I know that people think Jack's a bit of a risk taker, but here's what you could do. You get him in the huddle, you call a play, no snap, no play. Let's see if we can draw him off sides. If we can't, you know, we maybe take the delay of game and punt the football. We've got a very good punter in Marquette King, but I would not run a play in this situation. So it's a 1-point game. You got 4th and inches. The problem with the no snap, no play, it's not as good if it's not within the sequence of when you have these stoppages. Now Dan Quinn and the defensive staff have had time to alert the guys in the huddle. Be careful for the hard count.
Oakland is challenging the ruling on the field, but the ball is short of the line to gain.
So they went outside here to Cooper. And he had, looks like his, well, it's hard to say there. They'll have sharper eyes than ours. It'll take a look at it. We'll have a verdict for you when we come back. The clock at 7:27 in the 3rd from Oakland.
They say a lot of things about rain. Like how hard it's gonna fall. The things it does to your parade. We've got a saying about rain too. When it rains, it roars. The all-wheel drive Charger. Domestic, not domesticated.
Now get 20% off MSRP cash allowance for an average of $8,000 in savings on select 2016 Charger RT models in dealer stock.
And we're going into overtime.
Sam's Choice stuffed crust pepperoni pizza. Stuffed with 3 cheeses, $5.98. Save money, live better, Walmart.
CBS tomorrow. Big wedding, big guest stars, and one big surprise.
I need to say something.
What's happening?
The Big Bang season premiere on its new night. Then King of Comedy Kevin James comes home to CBS.
Smiley face with glasses, dynamite.
In the new comedy, Kevin Can Wait, after The Big Bang Theory, CBS tomorrow.
Raider coach Jack Del Rio has challenged his spot, which is a crucial one because the Raiders right now have a 4th and inches. They lead by 1, and this is what they're reviewing.
That's a really good look at it. I think right there you think he had to get past the 30. And I think his forward progress. He's got possession of the football. Then he gets pushed. He gets pushed backwards.
Clete Blakeman has talked with New York.
After review of the play, the receiver caught the ball without a bounds with the ball at the 30.5-yard line. Therefore, it is a first down for Oakland.
30.5, yep.
Oakland will not be charged with a timeout. And Oakland has won its 2nd challenge, so it will be granted a 3rd challenge.
Well, for a guy that likes to gamble a little bit, Del Rio did that. Had he lost, he would have lost the challenge and been out for the day. This is a guy who went for all those 2-point conversions.
You know, that's good work between the sidelines and the coaches up in the box. The communication down to Jack Del Rio to say, hey, Jack, we should challenge that. The other challenge that paid off for the Raiders as well, for the 12 men on the field, which was a huge one to keep the drive alive, which led to a score. But that's a great challenge by Jack Del Rio. It just shows you the importance of communication.
By the way, no coach has ever gone 3 for 3 in a single game in challenges. Del Rio may be breaking new ground. Murray in the backfield, 1st and 10.
Blue 80, what's up?
Ooh. Boy, there was a thicket of Falcon defenders all over Crabtree.
Boy, that was a bit of a force. It's a lot of white jerseys. He would have looked to his left. He had Amari Cooper wide open.
We've had 3 lead changes in this game. Julio Jones caught a first-half touchdown pass by the Falcons, put them up by 3. A 31-yard touchdown pass to the tight end Walford in the second half has put the Raiders up by 1. Second down and 10. Washington in the backfield. The call. Nice stick. What a play. Vic Beasley, who went tackleless last week. And the former high draft choice out of Clemson, number 8, throws him for maybe a half-yard loss.
That was well done by Vic Beasley. These Raider backs have the ability with their speed to bounce runs to the edge. Very disciplined. He does a nice job keeping contained on the backside.
5 defensive backs. 3rd down and 10 for the Raiders. Murray was in, releases, nice one-handed catch, and quickly stuck on the play by Ishmael. Gain of 2, shy of the first. They got a punt.
That's a really good tackle by Ishmael.
By the way, Ishmael and Latavius Murray were college teammates at Central Florida. They played together there. He starts for Keanu Neal, who is out with a knee injury. So one college member of Central Florida tackles the other.